We would like to make a correction to a statement that was part of a story we featured last Sunday night. The segment was called Cash for Stories and made mention of a number of Tasmanian journalists, including David Killick, who works for the Mercury newspaper. The statement said, Killick has often written stories about the health industry and has never contacted the health department's media officer for comment, often writing quotes that were never even provided to him as they were never asked. While on some occasions Killick may have in fact spoken to spokespersons, our point was that there have been many occasions, according to information provided to us, that he has not done this. This correction come about due to a phone call I personally received yesterday from a government health official who wished to correct what was said to be a fundamental misrepresentation of facts. What followed was an unprofessional verbal onslaught that we would have never expected from a government official. Rowan Wade is employed within the Tasmanian Health Services as their Director of Communications and Engagement. But to be honest, his methods of communication is pretty much an open line of abuse. I want to apologise for the graphic language you're about to hear, but I really can't express it in any other light. On the two phone calls I received yesterday from Rowan Wade, his aggressive tone and foul-mouthed verbal abuse was simply unprofessional, tasteless, and downright disgusting. Being called a fuckhead, a fuckwit, and a wanker, just to name a few of the deplorable names that flowed out of his mouth, the man who the Tasmanian government has appointed as their media representative is completely wrong on so many levels. In the end, I ended up hanging up on Mr. Wade as he continued to shout abuse down the phone line at me. And to be honest, this just demonstrated to me that the health department have a lot of explaining to do if they feel Mr. Wade's behaviour is acceptable. However, this is not the first time someone has copped Mr. Wade's abuse down the phone line. Other media organisations have also told me they too have had to deal with extreme abuse and being called disgusting names that I just simply refuse to say on air. But have also questioned how Mr. Wade is still in the position of authority and how he can deal with media and people within the community when it seems that if the conversation isn't falling into line with his process, he just simply abuses them and feels that that behaviour is okay. So a word of caution to anyone needing to deal with the Director of the Tasmanian Health Service, who has the role of media communications and engagement, be very careful, because if Mr. Wade doesn't like what he hears, you too could be the next victim. He would only be too happy to abuse. It's very strange that he has the title of Communications and Engagement, two key factors he does not take seriously, and sadly your tax dollar are paying for that abusive behaviour. Shame on the Tasmanian Health Service. We also emailed Mr. Wade for comment about why he felt it was necessary to abuse people like he did with me, and we received a response back. Mr. Wade said in an email it was inappropriate and he apologised and went on to say that he was frustrated at the segment and the comments I had made. While we appreciate the apology, I just want to say no form of abuse towards anyone is acceptable, no matter the position you may have within government departments or how frustrated you might be feeling on the day. Nobody deserves to be abused on any level. You can view our email to Mr. Wade and his full response. It's all on our website. Take care and bye for now.